Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Sunday night primetime.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me, as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, well, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. But, man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set.
It's Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
He's got Devontae Smith. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 2nd and 3 now. Takes off right out of the read option. And he's not going to get much. A modest gain at best to the 41. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Another one for Shipley. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. First and 10, here's Hurts. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Commanders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. They go play action on first. It is caught left side. And that's a Washington touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. And I know it's early, Brock, but you can almost feel that they need some points to keep this lead from getting out of control and build up their confidence as well after drive number 1 ended in that interception.
Yeah, totally co-sign that, Kate, every bit of it. It's an early deficit, but there's still a whole lot of game left. You don't need to make up for it right away. You just need to start to see those chains moving.
Hurts now from the gun. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
Well, motion Brown right. On third down, it's Hurts. This finds Smith. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throwing for Hurts. He's got Smith. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts throwing again. Taken in by Smith. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Give him 3 on that game. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Again, it's Shipley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
On first down, Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. From the 37. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there. We get a timeout here called by the offense. To the air, 3rd and long. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They go to punt on 4th down, and out heads Tommy Townsend. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
Couldn't connect on first, it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
On first down, here's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Another drive coming up for this offense. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He's on the move, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This is one of those situations where QB's strength and ability to run can be a great blessing, but can also be a curse. We've seen him use his feet before. This guy can escape, and that's a blessing. But it can be a curse because sometimes you think you can get out of everything, and this defense just proved he couldn't.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again following the sack. Yeah, that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That goes as a punt of 43 yards. And the Eagles will take possession. Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
It's pretty obvious this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, you start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Escapes the puck. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. He completes it in traffic. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him on the crossing route. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Kate, you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it. And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
Escapes the sack. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here, but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. This offense getting all set for this series. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Daniels from the pistol. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Running back sent in motion. Back to throw, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Eagles working here. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the pistol, Hurts has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Now we'll pause for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Hurts now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
The kick by Hopkins is good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Commanders head out now late in the first half. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
The score, Commanders 14, Eagles 13.
right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He came out of the gate smoking hot with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes to help steer his guys towards this halftime lead.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Chased out, pressure's there, and the Commanders got him! And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Now they send their back in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. On the move. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Hurts to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Taken in by Smith. Bouncing football. And the Commanders pick this one up. Man, they had to be exhausted by that point, Brock, which makes it even more impressive that one of them somehow found the energy to force a fumble like that, finally get them off this field.
Yeah, it's thrilling for the defense, Kate, but geez, it's demoralizing for an offense because you could feel it. You could feel it when you've kept that defense and ground them to a nub, and you just feel that energy being sucked out of them, and to not take advantage of it just stings that much more.
Now, so just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. On first down, Hurts. The throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. 2nd and 3 now. Hurts throwing again. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
And he makes the catch. The 2-point conversion try is good. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense ready to get going again now. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Looking slant route complete. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Catch is made down the right sideline. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Running behind center with Harris. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard with Kobe Dean in on the tackle. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Andrews with the catch. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They'll bring out the punter here. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And this will stick him back a ways. That punt hits and jumps out of bounds near the 14. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
The had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down throwing for Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Eagles with the lead, hoping to close out a playoff win. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Back to throw, Hurts. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hurts trying again on second down. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to hit.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. It'll be 51 yards from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, give to Harris. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Holding offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Short side option here. He's running left. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 50-yard line.
To throw, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now Daniels to throw. He's got Harris. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Motion man right is Smith. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
And this one doesn't go far. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Just short on 3rd down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on 4th?
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Eagles leading by 7. Shipley now up the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
The Commanders all set to regain possession. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Throwing now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. To throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw it. Catch made by Shipley. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. So before 3rd down whistles, and yep, the timeout comes in. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Fair catch made here at the 30. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. They give to Harris from the gun. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line. Gets this one to Harris. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Now to throw. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Now ahead of 3rd down. We get a pause here. They're going to call a timeout. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Throw is caught by the back. And he works this to the 38 before going down. No timeouts remaining here, partners, so they can just run out this clock. They kneel it out, and that's it. They're going to be playing in the NFC Championship game.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we sign off from D.C.